Hey, Carp Angler, James Sanders here, and
Miss Pearson, how you guys doing tonight?
great. I'm great. You guys great? You're great. I'm great. Everybody's
We're all
great.
great.
Everybody's great. South Carolina. That's what I'm talking about. I tell you, I think that's one of our other strongest states, South Carolina.
North Carolina too. Don't forget to and PA.
And PA, yeah.
Yep, and PA boys, they come down here too. And they fish a lot.
They give us a lot of love, and I appreciate that. You know,
I appreciate all the love that we get from everybody. I think everybody just enjoys love talking about carp fishing.
And if I had a beer to that, I'd drink to that.
Yeah.
So, right on.
Might have one.
There you go. No. But I might got something.
Who's coming to the?
I might got something to think.
Who's coming to the Carp Expo? Like that thing up if you're coming to the Carp Expo.
Oh, please come to it, man. You guys gonna miss.
Also, if there's somebody that you would like to see there this year, tag them in the comments. You know, flavor company, you know, hook tying company, you know, it don't matter what they are. You know, we like to get. We're still working on the wild water thing. We're trying to get you know, some wild water stuff in there, man. Because I know we have a lot of wild water guys here.
Yeah.
But we also have a lot of wild water guys that are in other states next door to us too.
Yeah.
That would come and make that drive. You know, just to be able to put their hands on stuff that, you know, normally they wouldn't be able to get that much. Ladies that's watching, and gentlemen, don't forget to tell your wife we are going to be doing a chili cook-off contest. The more chili, the merrier. We are going to have some type of gift card, thanks to Ricky Massey.
Oh yeah.
He's the sponsor behind that. I don't know where it's going to be, but I think it's going to be at some type of restaurant. So you and the wife can go have a nice little dinner, or a
little romantic evening.
A little have your dinner paid for. So we appreciate Ricky for doing that. You know.
You said giggity.
Yep. Also, shout out to Kenny Mac too.
Kenny Mac, thank you.
You know, he's also going to be making chili. You know, just in case we have a lack of chili, there's definitely going to be chili there to eat. So shout out to him for that.
And one of our top sponsors for the Carp Expo.
Our main sponsor.
Yeah.
Mike Thornburg,
and a sponsor between Team Fish Fighters.
Yep, and shout out to Bottom Feeder Baits. Shout out to really everybody, man.
Yeah,
all the flavor companies. You know,
we're trying to get Carp Anglers.
We all need to come together and get a better hold on the fishing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think we all come together. But that's what this event is about.
It's about
all the flavor companies coming together, and Joe Lutz is coming. Correct. Joe Lutz will be in the house.
Throw out the red carpet for him.
Yep, he's flying in. He does a lot for the carp community, wild water and pay lake. He's all the way around.
What else we got?
A lot of other people coming though. We got a big list of people that's coming in. That's already agreed and sent deposits and everything like that.
We're gonna try and get some little. Hair rig and pay lake rig booth going.
Like a tying booth?
Yeah, like a tying booth. Teach people who don't know how to do pay lake rigs or hair rigs, like a starter kit.
Yeah.
I think Paul Metz wants to do that. So that's what he said. So if he does, that's good. By the time it's fine. Man. Christmas is around the corner.
Yeah, Christmas is.
Yeah.
I think, we might give a Christmas present away or something. We have a couple spots on the team still.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're still looking for that.
Yeah, we got a couple spots open on the team still, so that it's still not too late to get your name in the hat.
Right.
But yeah, really excited about the chili meat. Carp Expo. I keep saying chili meat. It's been 10 years. But for the Carp Expo, it's
Carp Expo chili meat. How's that?
Yeah, Carp Expo chili meat.
That stuff out. My wife.
You have a wife?
Yeah.
You mean somebody loves you?
Somebody loves me. T loves me. We got. All right. every single year we talk about this, every single year. And she said, she wants, it's a debate. It's not an argument, it's just a debate, but it comes up every year.
So why didn't you bow down and made it happen yet?
No, our son.
Imagine how many brownie points you would get.
Oh my God.
James, look at all these brownie points just because.
She needs to give me brownie points.
That's what I'm saying. If you tell her, go ahead, tell us what it is.
All right, now she says she always wants to get our son Hunter clothes all the time, and I guess a couple toys. I say I don't really agree with the clothes thing. Do you?
What, buying your son clothes?
Yeah, for Christmas.
Oh, for Christmas?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm saying toys. You know what I mean?
I would get, half and half. Because, honestly, that's what I did. You know what I mean? I got my daughter some clothes, and I got her some,
clothes,
too.
I feel like you can just buy it any time after, like Christmas or anything.
Yeah.
But
are you asking me as an adult or
I'm asking an adult, or who else? Do you guys buy kids
I just
clothes or toys? I think my kid wants to get underneath the tree and wants some. Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. I'm gonna remember this Christmas. I
got this sweater.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I got socks. Thanks.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Socks.
Yeah.
Tia's already said. I said both. I know you said both, Tia, but I'm just saying.
She's on there on the cat page.
Yeah, she's already. She's already put her input on
comments right now. I'll be on there.
And look, Cole says 50-50. Okay, so she's agreeing with Tia, but toys, sorry. Okay.
But another thing,
Yeah.
real quick, I want to touch bases on this.
Right.
New Year's Day tournament only at Robert Hubbard Spring Lakes. It's going to be 1/1/24. As far as I know, we are still good for that day. Obviously, that's about, I want to say, 2 weeks out?
Yeah.
2 weeks out. We'll still play it by ear. I'll let you guys know. I'm going to give you a rundown of it, though. Entry fee will be $140 per angler. This is a 4-rod event. You can split a set, but must fish same peg. Gates open at 7:45 a.m. Draw will be a 30 fish 9 a.m. to 5. The payout will be $80 per spot per entry. $10 big fish, $5 second big fish, closest to 15, 17, and 19 without going over. $5. Those are all five per head goes towards them. $5 for smallest fish of the day. $5 to the champion with the most spots in the 2024 New Year's Day Champion Trophy, which he just posted today. So if you guys can, please go to his page and copy and paste that. Let's try to make it a good one for Robert. He's already talking about he's got a bunch of fish on the way. He just been putting a couple loads of cats in, coming in with another load tomorrow. We all like to try to, support him because he's out there doing what he's doing for us. So.
All right. Well, what's up, Taylor? All right. So our special guest today is Brian Hauser. He's
Yes, sir.
He's on one of our teammates from Team Fish Fighters.
I think Brian has one of the highest views on one of our
He does.
on our YouTube channel.
Yeah. I think it's if I'm not mistaken.
Like pickups with him and who was with him? Phil's nephew?
Yeah, Nick.
Yeah.
Nick. Yeah, Nick. And he got definitely one of the highest views. He also got another good video out there within our team, how to make rice, forever rice without ketchup.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty good one too. So,
For sure.
but if you want to, let's go ahead and get the old boy on the phone and let's get this shindig going. Waiting for a live video signal.
Yeah. What are you on? Is that on?
I'm on my channel. Oh, but something's going on. Here's where it says live right there.
Is that on YouTube?
Yeah, that's up.
That's on YouTube right there?
No, this is
Facebook Live?
Facebook.
Yeah. Well, this on here is...
Looks like it's bad reception, dude.
Hello?
Hey, Brian, welcome to the show. How you doing, brother?
What's up, y'all?
Oh, not much. We figured you fell asleep. We figured you fell asleep in the chair while we was waiting on Jamie to take all this stuff up.
Man, my dog is going to shut up. So don't let nobody take a nap. Stop.
So how you been doing, man?
I can't complain, man. Can't complain.
Yeah?
Working your grandbabies.
Yeah, I can dig that. So, hold on, we've got
Can you guys hear him well?
yeah, watching the code. Hey, someone go ahead and make a comment on my, on the Facebook here pretty good, on Facebook, and see if it's working. I think we're having a little, reception problems. Just say hi.
Hi, everybody.
So how you been doing, Brian?
Good, man.
Oh, there you go.
Everything's been good.
Yeah. Okay. So you been out fishing here? Oh, you stop fishing during the cold, don't you?
I won't say I stop, but
Okay.
usually on the nice days you go out and fish, I've either got the grandbaby or
Right.
something else going on. But last week or so, it's been too cold for me.
Yeah. Supposed to warm up here next week, and I think tomorrow is the first day of Christmas too.
First day of
I
Christmas.
mean, first day of winter. Sorry.
Oh, I was going to say Hanukkah or something like that, maybe, right?
First day of winter. Sorry. But all right. Well, for people that don't know you, Brian Hauser, why don't you tell them something a little bit about yourself? Where you live, your social security number, and the day of birth.
Well, I mean, I've been with Team Fish Fighter since 2017, I believe it was my first year.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. Has it been that long?
Yeah, so I've been doing that since then, and my grandparents owned the bait shop for 50 years in Richmond, so I used to go out with my granddad and do carp fish, and catfish, and bass fish, and kind of do whatever. So I just kind of got the love of fishing real at a real young age, and just really just stuck with it on my own as a kid. Riding my bike down to like Glen Miller Park in the summer and bluegill fishing and trying to catch the carp that were in there. So yeah, that's what we used to do as a kid all summer long. Get on our bikes, take our rod and reel, head on out.
Well, looks like we are having some technical difficulty. Sorry about that, Brian. Somehow we just
Oh, you good?
we lost everything on reception on Facebook Live here. Yeah. All right. Well, James, I'm gonna try to start this thing right back over again.
You can edit back into.
Yeah, it's all good. Go on live. Let's go live. And we're live. There we go. Alright, go live. Alright, sorry about that.
Oh, you good?
Alright.
Man, Austin, Spain, man.
Huh? Okay, there we go. There we go. Alright. Sorry guys, we just had some technical difficulty again, some odd reason. We just started our page up. Why is that not working? I don't know, you can, go ahead and say, give a question or something.
You there, Brian?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, man. He had to restart that live from the Facebook.
Yeah, it's all good.
Keep him all good now, guys.
Are we? Are we?
So when's the last time you been fishing, Brian?
Huh?
When's the last time you been fishing, bro?
Oh, man.
I mean, I know it's been pretty cold. I know you know, pretty much work on the weekends, so you miss most of the tournaments anymore and stuff. So.
Yeah, I work every weekend now. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think the last time I went was, I don't know, maybe a week or two before Thanksgiving, or at least a week before Thanksgiving.
Now, do you think your job is going to switch your hours anytime, like next year, or are you always going to be fishing like on the weekends and stuff like that, or during the week because you'll be working on the weekends?
I mean, I can switch when there's an opening.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a new position that's getting ready to open up. I'm going to apply for. It's a during the week position. So, I mean, I like the weekend shifts. I'll be honest with you. I work 3 days a week, 12-hour shifts, and have Monday through Thursday off.
Yeah.
My wife, on the other hand, she ain't real happy. You know, at first she was okay with it. Now she's like, yeah, I don't really like it too much. So.
Didn't she just get her bachelor's or something like that not too long ago?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, she got her bachelor's in accounting, and she's thinking about going for her master's, and I think starting in like April.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she's pretty happy about accomplishing that.
So, how long you been carp fishing? For viewers don't know.
I mean, on and off as a kid, here and there, but probably since 2014, I really got into it when I moved back to Indiana.
Yeah.
Living out in Arizona.
Okay.
My buddies out there, they didn't really carp fish, and there's carp out there. There's just not,
Now,
People probably don't fish for them like that. That's why people don't really know like where to pike.
You said Arizona?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there and there's some different type of rules, like if you wild fishing in Arizona, like you can't chum there?
I know,
I think it has to be on a hook or something, don't it?
Not for commons, but like grass carp, you can't take them out of the water and stuff like that, which is kind of weird. But they have them in there to help keep the ponds clean and stuff like that. But
right.
they have them in the canals and things like that. They get they do get rain and things flood. They get flooded into the canals and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but we just mainly went out. We would fish for catfish or bass in the summer, and then trout in the wintertime.
Yeah. Did a lot of trout fishing.
Trout. It was a lot of fun.
Huh.
First question, Brian. It's going to come from Facebook from actually your teammate, Paul Metz.
What's up, Paul?
He said, "What's up, Brian? What's your favorite tie bugs pickups?"
My favorite what?
Your tie bug pickup?
My favorite tie bug pickup?
Yep.
Man, I'll tell you what.
There's some good ones, bub.
No, there are. And I'll tell you what. Last year at the chili meet, I bought 5 containers of tie bugs. I bought, I want to say, Venom, Triple X Venom, and like maybe Sierra's Volcano Beach, I think it's called. And I can't remember the other two, but I caught fish on all of them. And I actually did a live video feed on the Team Fish Fighter page when me and Chris were out fishing at Highway. And we were doubling and tripling up on Venom.
Oh, nice.
And then, so I got some more, and I got like the Black Widow's blood. I caught a lot of fish on that. But as the summer progressed, I started throwing this pineapple butternut.
I do like that.
And in just like 2, maybe 3 trips, I went through a container and a half.
Fire, dude.
And there's a lot of pickups in the container.
Oh yeah, I got 4 of them right here, right? You know what I mean? And these are these are good. You really can't see it from here, but they're good and spongy, good, still good.
I feel like those things got good
We're about
shelf
to give
life.
these away on the show tonight too.
Whoa, thank you.
So I guess right now, for like towards the end of my season, how it went was my pineapple butternut was just killing it.
Yeah.
And then the Black Widow's blood, I caught a lot of fish on that. And then the triple X strawberry. Those were my top 3 go-tos in like July, August, and even into some September when I was able to fish them. So, but I've caught fish. I mean, I probably have 60 containers.
Damn.
Yeah, he was kind enough in the fall, reached out to me, asked if I wanted to be on their team and help promote the product, and I gladly accepted. So I've got a bunch of containers, and there's probably maybe 1 or 2 that I haven't caught anything on, and
Right.
it's not that I don't think they'll catch fish, because I know they will.
You just gotta
There's
use it at
always
the right time.
and the right place for the right pickup. You know what I mean?
Yep, for sure. I know exactly
And,
what you was gonna say before
you know,
you was gonna
if
say it.
If I'm doing a tournament or something like that, that's not the time or the place that I really want to try. Now, if I'm not catching them on anything,
Yeah.
I'll start digging in the bag and like, okay, I haven't used this one in a while. Let me put this on. Let me try this. Let me try that, just to see if I can get a bite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Huh.
Hey, and just a reminder for the people that's watching, you guys do not have to watch this on your phone. You guys can go to YouTube on your TV and type in Team Fish Fighters, and it will pop up, and you will be able to watch this on your TV.
Okay. Do you make your own hair?
Tie your own hooks?
Yeah, you tie your own hooks, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I got a video on
Yeah, that's
how to
what I
make a
thought.
pay lake rig. We did that at Hubbard's quite a few years ago.
But do you have a sponsor for rigs too, also?
No, I don't. I did, however, just get some from Aaron Pounds at AT Leaders.
Uh huh.
And when I went out and fished last time, I got the G Carp number 4s, and we didn't catch a bunch of fish, but we caught, I don't know, 5 or 6 apiece probably in a few hours, and they held up great. So I'll be definitely ordering some more. I just ordered kind of like a few sample packs just to test them out. I don't care to tie my own rigs, but if I could buy 100 hooks already pre-tied for $60 or $80 or whatever it was,
Dang.
I'm down to do that too.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys spend that much on hooks?
I mean, it's just a lot more. It's just convenient.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
so
conveniency. I mean, unless you are sitting at home, you can buy the hooks and everything, and you can save a lot of money by doing that.
Do you guys think fishing in pay lakes or wild carp, you get more snags?
Definitely
Get more
wild.
snags.
Yeah, wild
I would
snags.
say the wild.
I'd say the wild by far.
Yeah. Pay lakes are basically just pretty much smooth underneath.
There's snags in pay lakes though, and the fish that are
Oh,
in
yeah.
there, they know where them snags are too, don't they?
Right.
Brian will tell you they'll run straight to a snag unless you get them up out of there.
Huh.
Bro, when I fished the point on Pond 4 at Hubbard's,
Yeah.
there's a snag out there, and I always find it one time. And once I find it one time, I can throw before it and not get in it again. But I'm not sure what it is. But I've been hung up in that a few times. I've been hung up in the pipes at Highway before. You get underneath a rock or whatnot, especially if you're like corn fishing or something like that.
Right, right.
But you know, I've been hung up on like trees at the reservoir.
What do you guys on your pay like rig, on your rigs or whatever, or your hooks? What test line do you guys prefer?
Well, I tie all mine with braid.
Yeah,
I do 30-pound braid.
30 pound.
And,
Okay.
and I double it, huh?
30 pound. So basically, you're making it
30 pound
into
braid.
60, right?
Yeah, and then I use 15. I think I've got 15 on my reels right now.
Okay, gotcha. What kind of reels do you have?
I got the 6500 black Abu Garcias.
So what? Okay, now of course in the wild waters fishing, a lot of the European style carp anglers, they like to use the spinner reel, where a lot of pay lakers likes to use the the casters. Do you guys feel like you have more control over on a caster than you do on the spinning reel?
I personally think you do.
Yeah.
I agree also.
But it took me a lot of time to figure that out.
Because back in the old days, they used the old spinner reels like the 35 Shimano bait runners and all that. And then of course,
Just depends on I think it depends on the fish, the angler itself, though, too. You know how comfortable he is using wild water setup, and knowing that you can't swing on a 13-foot rod like you would a pay laker rod. You know what I mean? You'll pull the hook out.
I was just kind of curious because maybe I'm thinking like in the wild water setup when everybody was fishing just the regular style, spinner bait reels and all that kind of stuff they're using 9-foot rods. And then of course the European style started coming around and everybody started liking all this technologies, the beepers started beeping and the lights started shining and
It's convenient.
Yeah, and back in the day, the rod pod looked like it was space age. You know what I mean? You like a little miniature machine gun. But and that's why I feel like it attracted a lot of carp anglers onto that. Now, again, back to the pay lakes, back to the old time pay lakers when they had the Shimano 3500 spin reels and all that stuff. And when somebody started using the casters, do you guys feel like the casters was, hey, that's cool, and that trend just started popping up, and that's the style for now. Everybody likes using the casters.
I don't think it was about me personally.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it was about style or anything like that.
It started coming in different colors and all that kind of stuff.
I just think it was more about efficiency. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of tournaments, I asked Brian, he'll tell you, they've changed it now, but they used to be like every 15 minutes, you got 15, you might have 1 minute to get that fish in.
Right.
So,
So you think that
the power behind the bass rod.
Personally, I'm a spinner type guy. If I try to use a caster, it's a bird's nest on me. But you guys, a little bit more professional about the casters. Do you feel like, do you get more reeling in time faster?
Well,
or
they can't take that. They can't take that much line from you.
Yeah.
Not like they can an open face reel.
Yeah.
If we have an open face rod and reel, 13-footer with the best quick drag spinning reel that they make with a caster right here, and I just have my clicker on here, but you got your drag just turned just enough to where they can still peel as
Oh, so you think
they're going to pull more?
That spinner reel
is going to release more line than my caster.
It's going to be like, but yeah, once you have a lock, but that lock, there might be a little bit of a line come out that might mess things up, right?
Well, it just makes it a lot easier for that fish to run to a snag.
Okay.
Than versus mine.
Yeah.
Because it's going to keep more tension on that line and not let it take it out as fast.
Right.
But Brian, he fishes he fishes both too, so it may be different for him.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Also, if anybody else out there in YouTube land, Facebook land, whatever, if you guys got any questions, please for Brian or us, whatever, go ahead and say. Yeah, Brian, I got. Who was your biggest mentor that has your biggest mentor that?
Mentor?
Yeah, you know that you had that impressed you a lot on carp fishing, or the person you like to go to on carp fishing.
Man, I've got a lot of friends that we just, we talk all the time about, hey, we should, what do you think about this? Have you tried this? Or, did it work? Not work? I don't really know that I have just one person that I go to.
Yeah.
Because I talk to Chris Hollingsworth all the time about stuff. I talk to Steve Satterfield all the time about stuff. I talk to the guys on our chat board about things. And, there's a few guys that I talk to down in North Carolina. There's a couple in Illinois that, we've all became friends with, friends through the carp community. We just kind of collaborate. I might pick up something from my buddy Jeff, and then I might pick up something from, Steve, and then we just I'll just throw them two things together, and see if it works, you know what I mean? So I don't really have just one person. We have this little group that we kind of just talk, amongst ourselves, and you know what I mean? And just kind of pick brains a little bit, if that makes sense.
Right. Huh. Sweet. Now, do you have within your group on the when you all get in the tournaments at Pay Lakes and all that stuff? Do you have your own teammates? I mean, your own little team partners?
No,
You're just single.
He's married.
Yeah, but if I know that if I'm going and my buddy Steve's going, I'll say, hey, you want to partner up and split, not the sets, but split, money, whoever wins spots or
Right.
fish, or he and I, we did that a lot on Thursday nights over at the highway when they did their Thursday night fish offs. He and I would go fish together, we'd sit and hang out. We would split spots or split, first, second, that type deal. It just makes it a little more interesting in a way, because
Right.
you got double the chance at least to win something back. There were nights where we just went, we hit, somebody, one of us would hit 3 or 4 spots and maybe a second place fish or something. But man, it's so hard to, when you're with a partner, you both be on.
Right.
I can't tell you how many times we'll have partnered up with somebody and I be on and they're not, and vice versa. They be catching them all.
Yeah.
And then I can't get a bite, I can't get a fish, I can't get nothing. So having a partner that we both are on, we don't do that very often.
Right. Huh. Who's what's one of your, now of course, knowing you a little bit, do you prefer the wild waters or the Pay Lakes?
I like both.
Yeah.
I like to get away from people at times where I want to fish and I don't want to fish around a bunch of people and I don't want to hear the drama and all the alarms going off all the time. I just kind of want to be, at peace. And then there's times where I want to go and just see all my buddies and, throw my rods in, put on my alarms,
Right.
and just walk around and just talk to everybody. There's not really one that I like more over the other. I enjoy both because it's fishing. I go out to the wild water, I catch fish. I can go to Pay Lake and catch fish. And that's why I'm getting out. I want to get out and catch fish. So either one I'm good with. If Chris calls and say, hey, let's go do wild water, we'll go. If he calls and say, hey, let's go Elkhorn, we'll go.
Okay. All right, sweet. I can dig it.
What's your PBs right now, Brian?
Yeah.
PB Common, I hit, not this past season, but the season before at Highway, it was 30 pounds, 13 ounce Common.
Right.
and I'm stuck on my PB buff at 27.13.
Really?
Is that now? What about wild water?
I've got a 22.5 in the wild on just a common. I've not caught a buff in the wild. It's just they're not. We don't have them down there, you know, in Richmond.
Yeah. Have to go to Elkhorn or something, or not Elkhorn. Well, they got them in Elkhorn, don't they? Only a couple though.
What's that?
Don't they got it at Elkhorn?
They got. She's got several down there. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a.
I don't catch a whole lot of buffs. I
Right.
don't know how these guys do it. I've tried. I've done research. I've looked up. You know.
Just being there when they hit. That's
I know,
people.
man,
That's
it's
that's
like-
just people's most of the problem, I think.
It's frustrating though, because when you're like, you know that like somebody caught a buff on this bait,
Right. Right.
and you talk to them about it, and they told you that this is what I did, this is what I used. If you go out there and you sit and you fish with it, and you don't even get a buff, and then the guy next to you is throwing something completely different, and he catches like 3 or 4.
At the end,
Like, come on, man.
Right.
in between carp and the.
When it comes to fishing, if I don't have bad luck, I don't have any luck at all sometimes. And this is how it goes. You know, I know it's a spot. It's, you know, they may not want what I'm throwing that day, and that's all fine and dandy, but it is so frustrating for that to happen.
Yeah. And in the Midwest Carp Masters, when you get into those tournaments, do you get the hot and heavy in the point system?
Do I what?
Is it, do you get in hot and heavy into the point system to win the championship belt at the end of the year?
Nah, because I don't.
He can't.
I'm
He
not
don't fish on the
able to fish
weekends
them all.
anymore.
Oh, okay. When you did, I
You
guess.
know what I mean?
I forgot
So,
about that
like,
part.
You gotta fish all of them. You gotta.
You do, and you gotta
dedicate.
like, you know, go to North Carolina to get point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a tough thing to do.
Right, right.
You know, for me, it's just I don't get into it. I don't get into the points thing. I think it's a great thing to have because it's an extra competition for other people.
Right.
But you know, it just don't. You know, like I might fish one here and one there. I'm not a every weekend, especially now. I'm not a every Sunday fisherman. You know.
Because I could have them send a
Yeah.
chat there.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, okay.
What up, Mikey?
That when you wild carp fishing, what do you look for to target out for a big carp?
I look for activity, really.
Just for activity?
Yeah. If I see him jump one or setting up on the bottom, you know, or just even sometimes you can see them just crashing the banks on the other side.
Right.
I know they're at least in the area.
Huh.
So, you know, I'm going to want to fish that area because I know at least some fish are there. Now, whether they're big or not, I don't know. We'll get into them hopefully. But just any type of activity to let me know that, hey, you know, there's fish in front of you.
Right. And when you do,
especially when I go.
when you do wild carp fishing, what kind of bait do you use in the pickups?
Well, I use 2 baits.
Yeah.
Usually when I go to wild water, I use rice
Uh-huh.
and I'll use oats. And I use the same pay lake pickups. I use my same pay lake setup, and I use my same pay lake rigs. Now I will put a hair rig on one occasionally. You know, it's like a boilie or flavored corn or something like that.
That's my email.
But like when we go to the reservoir, that place is full of like bullhead catfish and turtles.
Right.
So if I'm using like a boilie or something, I tend to stay away from at least the turtles. Now the bullheads will pick them up.
Oh, that's another good question. How do you keep turtles out of your swim?
You don't.
I mean, what
You
would?
know,
You catch them and release them, put them in another area. But they still gonna come right
but I
back
mean,
over
like
there.
if I'm using a boilie,
Yeah.
they're typically not going to be able to pick that up. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're occasionally going to get one, but if I'm using like a small pickup, they can get that no problem. You know, so I try to like throw stuff that they're not interested in, or they seem to be, you know, too big for them, or that, you know, that type deal. But you know, if it swings by and it's hungry enough, it's gonna take it.
What next?
Then there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Huh. Yeah, sorry, we're just having a little problem with this whole laptop thing over here.
Yeah, we're good on like the Facebook page, and we're still live on YouTube and everything like that.
But we're trying to read some of the comments.
Yeah, we can't read no comments or nothing on the YouTube.
What the heck?
That's our verification code.
Yeah.
Anybody else out there got a question for Brian?
Well,
And then after we answer a couple questions, we're going to do this quick first game real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait and see what questions we got for Brian. I know somebody's out there got some questions for him.
Yeah, you can do if you want. What is that? YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
This is Facebook, right?
Yeah, that's Facebook.
You can do Facebook. I'll do YouTube. How's that?
All right.
Dig it. Dig it. All right. Here. Okay. What do you prefer mostly at night, fishing? Do you, nights or days? I think you're a day person.
It depends on the time of the year. If it's summer,
Yeah.
I'd rather do it at night.
Yeah.
I think the fish are more active. I'm not as hot. I do a lot better at night. But like early, you know, right before summer starts hitting, I like to be out during the day, you know, stay warm, and you know, the water's starting to warm up a little bit, so the fish are going to get somewhat more active. But my problem is at night is I'll buy, you know, if I go at like 5 or 6, I only fish like 6 hours and I go to bed.
And of course,
So I'm sleeping half of it, you know what I mean, from Bay Lake and whatnot.
All right, I got 2 questions for you real quick, Brian, coming from Facebook. Man, I can't even pronounce that name. Audiomar? Man, I don't even want to disrespect his name like that. He said, do you ever mix flavors together?
Oh yeah, all the time. I'll tell you one of my favorite mixes. You know, I have a sponsorship with Wicked, and one of my favorite mixes that I use, and I use it early in the year, and I'll use it towards the fall, is I'll mix red grape with Crazy Train. I don't know if there's something about red grape when the water's cooler for me that I can stay on fish.
Yeah.
Now I will catch them on it throughout the season, but it's not as frequent, I guess. And like, I know everybody has like these flavors that they have bad luck on. Like banana is one for me. For whatever reason, I don't do well on banana, even though my PB came off banana. I don't go out and catch a bunch of fish on banana. I will catch some, but
Yeah, that's it. We're on this live over here too.
during the cooler water months, red grape and Crazy Train for me was just killer last year.
Okay.
And it was like it was every cast almost.
Next question is from Paul Metz, another teammate question. He said you didn't say anything about a PB mirror. What's your PB mirror?
24-15. Caught that out at Lake Legends when my buddy Tommy owned it. It's the prettiest mirror I've ever caught. I love it. I don't know that I'll ever catch one that's more beautiful than this.
Yeah.
I'll post a picture of it.
Now, you fished out there a few times though, right, Brian?
Out where? The Legends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think, I mean, I know you don't really follow, fish that much on the weekends, but do you think they will be added to they was on the schedule last year too, wasn't they?
I think they took 1, maybe 2.
Yeah.
Because they had some openings.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think it'd be good for them to be added.
Like,
Yeah,
you know, I haven't,
have.
I still haven't been there and fished there. I mean, has they put a lot? Did Tommy? I mean, I know Tommy put some fish in there, but did he put a bunch in there?
Yeah, I mean, I went with him. We got a full load. Now the place is huge. You know what I mean? So even a full load is not going to seem like a bunch of fish.
Yeah.
But that place was full of fish to begin with. You know, and I went out there, and me and Ron Matthews, we're the 2-time Ironman champions out there. And I'll tell you what, the 8-pound mirrors that you catch out there will drag your whole setup in the water. There's nothing you can do to keep them from running that bait. It is crazy to see these small fish with these giant tails working you like you're nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I got it. I'm like, feels like a 20, and I'm like, it could fit in the bottom of a Pringles chip can.
Yeah.
They fight hard out there.
Now, do you catch a lot of fish there, or is it just, you know, like?
Yeah. We the first year Ron and I competed in an Ironman was the first year Tommy owned it. We caught 147 pounds of fish in 24 hours, and Ron and I both caught a 20 apiece, and the rest were like 8 to 12 pound fish. When we went back the second year, we caught 240, like almost 100 pounds more, like 247 pounds total.
What was primary bait? Chow, oats, rice?
Just I only threw oats out there. I did not. I treated it like wild water.
Yeah.
Because that place had not been fished for several years before Tommy bought it.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to put a bunch of flavor in bait. I didn't want to do any of that. I just fished it as clean as possible.
Good. Hey,
like if I did flavor it,
right,
it was like a vanilla butternut, something subtle, but gave it a little scent in the water. And then I would use like a grape pickup or a strawberry pickup. And, you know, we got to the point to where we were catching fish left and right. We would just put a pickup on and throw out on our pile, and we'd catch fish.
Nice.
Almost like the wild.
Yeah.
I got a,
I mean,
well, go ahead. I'm sorry, Tommy. I mean, Brian. But I got a question from a guy on the YouTube page, Xander Lovett. Says, hey, I'm a newer carp fisherman here. Is there a certain flavor that just works better during the certain times of the year? If so, what flavors works best during the winter?
man, that's a tough one because it depends on the area that you're in. Really, it's like, I don't know, when people call or people message me and be like, hey, I know you fish Elkhorn a lot. What are they hitting on? I can tell you, you know, most people out there are throwing grape chow. Take grape chow and maybe take some oats or something, but start off with the chow and see how you do. You know, if you're new, start with an easy bait to make, like bean meal.
Yeah.
That is probably one of the easiest baits to make and to maintain its consistency.
He actually said he's from North Carolina.
From Carolina?
Yeah, north.
Hot pickups.
Man, is he fishing wild water? Is he fishing Pele?
He didn't say.
Okay.
Hey Xander, you fishing wild or are you fishing pay lakes? I'm gonna say pay lakes probably.
But they fish a lot of wild.
Pay lakes. These pay lakes.
I mean, throw grits. If you're down there, most times,
bread.
You know, you catch them on grits.
Panko.
A lot of people don't, you know, a lot of people here don't use bread like that, but bread is a good bait to use in the winter time because
Panko.
Bread is automatically, when that water starts going into the bread starts soaking up the water, the bread ain't gonna do nothing but fluff up. So
No, I know.
it's an easier breakdown for the winter time with the cold water.
Especially throw a little corn into that.
Because chow, sometimes if you know,
Strawberry
if
or
in
grape?
wintertime, you can lock your chow up where it won't break.
Now I know people down there will take like the freeze dried bread,
Yeah.
and they'll take like, I don't know, 3 or 4 scoops of the powdered Nestle Quick chocolate mix and mix that in with their bread and fish it like that. Chocolate is a good additive for
Nestle's
cold water,
Quick is the
I
best.
think.
Hey, I got a question for you. If you had, say like a new carp angler come up to you and he says, hey, which one should I start out first? Should I start out fishing for pay lakes or should I start fishing out in wild water?
Depends on,
I would tell them to go fish the wild first, and this is why. You want to make sure that you're liking what you're doing.
Exactly. That's what I was kind of thinking because you're going to spend money going to a pay lake first,
Yeah.
no matter what.
Yeah. Like I picked up the guitar, I don't know, it's been 10 years ago.
Right.
I bought a cheap guitar, it was like $100. And I'm like, I want to stick with this one to see if I'm even going to play it, if I'm going to enjoy it, if I'm going to like it. I played it for about 3 months. I found myself playing it every day, so I went and bought another guitar. I traded that one in, and I went and got a more expensive guitar that sounded a little better, and that's kind of how I start with things.
Right.
I always fish the wild, so I knew I had love for it because I enjoyed it every time I went. I didn't start fishing pay lakes until I moved back here in 2014.
Thank you, Xander, for that question.
All right, we're going to go ahead and do a game real quick.
Game time. Now, okay. Because we can't just do it on YouTube. We have to do it on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Because if they're not going to see that number. Only for Facebook users only for the game, right?
Yeah, because I don't know how many people's watching this on YouTube.
Yeah. So, and if that someone says on it'd be the timing thing too.
Yeah. So we're going to do a bag of tournament blend, a bottle of elderberry wicked flavor.
4-pound bag tournament blend and some TY pickups.
And we're going to give them a thing of TY pickups too, Banana Nut Extreme.
A
Banana Nut Extreme between 0 and 2,000.
yeah. Retail value $1,000.
Sounds good, don't it? Nah, but you guys go ahead between 0 and 2,000. 0 and 2,000.
Yep. On Facebook
Oh,
Live.
and don't forget, you'll get a couple stickers
Yeah,
too.
we'll give you some Team Fish Fighter stickers.
Yeah, we get a couple.
Put a stick up on that.
Bottom feeder.
I don't even have any team fish.
You don't? Okay, that's already so. That's messed
You
up.
have to be a winner on our show, Brian.
You have to be a winner. But I am a winner.
Bottom
They'll
feeder.
drive a hard bargain.
Yeah, there we go. And a bottom feeder bait sticker. So, retail value. How much is that? How much is that? Like 20? That's about $20, bro. $25.
What'd you say?
That's probably like a 20. No, that's a $30 value right there. Yeah, can't beat that. We're just practically giving money away. You got the number?
Yep, I got the number.
You got the number?
I got the number.
You don't have the number right, dude.
Huh?
All right, Brian. Brian.
I'm gonna say something real quick while you guys are doing this.
Yeah, do that.
Anybody that's listening, if you ever want to talk about baits or whatnot, you can hit me up on Facebook anytime. I don't have secrets. I'll still talk to you about how to make baits, what to look for, where to throw. If you're new, if you've been doing it a while, you need advice, whatnot, I don't care. Or if you just want to talk fishing, Facebook, just hit me up. Message me or whatnot. I'm more than happy to help anybody, wild water, pay lake, and whatnot.
So, how about a question for you, Brian? Do you think carp see color?
Man,
They do.
yes.
Yes, they
I'm
have
gonna
to.
say yes.
I would think so.
But it's not.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
it's,
say yes.
it's not what
But
everybody
only
thinks it
down
is.
to a certain depth.
Now,
I wish I could find the YouTube.
I think I know what you're talking
video that I
about.
seen years ago. They took boilies and
Yeah,
they taped them onto a board or something.
Yeah.
They were all different colors, and they dropped them down. You know, I can't remember how many feet, but pink was the one color that stood out. That was the deepest.
I think,
When they
was
were
it
the
pink? I
deepest
thought it was
part.
green. I thought it was green. The deeper the water.
The deeper the water, the darker you want to
Yeah, I thought it was the color green was the deepest.
Black is supposed to be.
I don't know, man. I would always.
Everybody has different opinions.
It's very fascinating.
But I fish with a lot of pink pickups.
Yeah.
I make some pink bait. Was it Wicked Southern Style? That's pink. In fact, this year I caught a 23.9 on that flavor, and I threw it in bean meal, and it was like the second or third weekend the pay lakes were open, so it was still cold.
Really?
Yep. I put it in bean meal. I didn't throw it deep. I threw it about 4 foot off the bank. And it was 23.9 common. That's the earliest I've ever caught fish on bean meal. I know people catch them on bean meal all year round,
Right.
but in your pay lake, I mean, you're typically throwing chow, at least up here, 90% of the time. But yeah, that Southern Style, I want to say it was Southern Style. I'm pretty sure it's what it is. It's bright pink.
We do have a winner, you guys. We do
have a winner. Winner. We have a winner.
Man, it would be the guy that I can't pronounce his name, right?
Congratulations.
Congratulations to the guy that I cannot pronounce your name. You are.
Good job. Great. What is
No,
his
the
name?
number was 777.
We'll try to pronounce his name, man.
Audemars,
Oh.
right there.
Oh, Audemars. Yeah, that's about it.
Audemars. I don't know.
Thank you.
Piggy. I don't know. I don't even want to disrespect your name like that, man. But you did win.
Contact me.
Yep, number 777. Get a hold of James. Let him know where you're located. And we'll get your TY Bug pickups, your elderberry bottle of flavor in your bag at Tournament Blend. Congratulations on that.
Nice. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Damn, I didn't know how it worked. I thought we got one vote. Oh well. Nah, vote A. He said call me Austin. Alright, Austin. Congratulations. Let us know. Send James a message, let him know address or whatnot, so that way we can ship it to you, or
Well, heck yeah.
where you can pick it up.
You know, we need like a control guy, like a person who takes care of our technical problems.
Yeah. I thought that was this guy named James.
Man, I'm only one person, man. I don't walk on water. I'm not like a god or anything. Actually, I've shared some of these pages, man.
Let's see. What's some of the weirdest bait you've ever used for carp fishing, Brian?
Some of the what?
The weirdest bait you've ever used carp fishing?
Weirdest?
Yeah.
Weirdest.
I
It's
put
a
shrimp
thinker.
on a hair rig once.
What?
Shrimp on a hair rig?
Shrimp on a barbie?
Caught a buffalo.
Yeah.
I haven't really I mean, out of the normal stuff, like, you know, chow or bean meal, oats, rice, grits, cottonseed meal. I haven't, haven't really put anything weird. I mean, I've put like, I guess it would be tuna juice in it before. You know, I've done that in the wild.
Did you catch any catfish?
Yeah.
Doing that?
Caught a bunch of bullheads.
Yeah. I bet you was like, I won't do that again out here.
No.
I mean, unless you was just there just fun fishing for whatever whatever was biting.
Yeah, you never know until you try.
Right.
You really don't. So something that we tried, I mean, we caught fish, just the wrong species.
I caught a carp on a spinner bait before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've caught them on that too, but
Yeah.
like, I'm running a spinner bait for bass, and
Right. Yeah, when you bass fishing or something, fishing for trash fish, yeah.
or something.
And you catch a carp. Heck yeah.
So this is gonna be like a 2-for-1 kind of question for you, Brian. What kind of advice can you give people that's coming to the Carp Expo chili meet, and who would you like to also see there?
Advice would be to go check everybody out, ask questions. Look at what everybody's got at all the different booths, because there's going to be a lot of people there, and bring some money.
Bring some money.
They do have show specials. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
carp fishing is not cheap.
No.
Regardless whether you're doing it in a pay lake or you're doing it in the wild, because there's always something new out there that you want to try. And don't be afraid to look outside the box either. Like, I'm the type of people, if I see, a bunch of like this one single flavor missing, I might buy one, but I'm going to buy 1 or 2 of what people aren't buying.
Right.
To try it. Yeah, there's an art of it. 1 or 2 of what people aren't buying. Right. To try it.
Is that you?
There's an art of it. 1 or 2 of what people.
Hey, Brian, did we lose you?
Yeah.
Did you lose him?
Yeah, it had to have been his phone died.
No.
Did you lose me?
Yeah, may I speak to Brian, please?
Welcome
I'm
to our
trying
show.
to call him about his car extended warranty.
Hey, Brian, welcome to the show. Welcome to Carp Talk. How you doing, brother? Somehow we lost you.
I thought his phone died.
No, I'm still here.
So, yeah, we've been having a little technical problems over here.
Yeah.
But,
I don't know what all you guys heard of that.
yeah, last thing I heard is to bring some money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bring some money you can spend, because carp fishing is not cheap.
Yeah.
No matter where you're doing it. There's always something new out there that you want to try. There's going to be stuff that you find that you like that you're going to want to buy a bunch of.
Yeah.
And just see what everybody has. Ask questions. Most people will tell you, how they feel about fridays.
Right.
Whether they like them or don't.
Right. Yeah. So,
I'm sure there'll be a little bit of everything there, though.
oh yeah, I'm hoping. I'm really trying that this Carp Expo to balancing things out a lot between pay lakers and wild carpers. It's tough. It's really tough.
It is.
Um,
It's the society that we live in, though, too. It has a lot to do with it, though. And tournament style versus,
yeah.
I mean, they're both tournaments, just 2 different types.
You go to, I was talking to a guy named Kevin. He's overseas. He's Chinese, I think, and he's a distributor for bait boats. And
Anybody be on the show?
no,
No?
but it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I thought about that last night too.
You should send him an invite, see if we
Yeah.
can get him on here and talk about them bait boats.
And yeah, definitely. And I haven't really talked to him in person, so I'm not quite sure if his English is. I think it's pretty good, but I haven't talked to him in person.
Just through text.
Yeah, text. But we was talking about how the United States was so far behind on carp angling than we are on. Shut your dog up, man.
Man, that dog, I tell you what, man. He's smart, that dog.
Put a muzzle on that thing. I'm just joking.
He said, man.
I'm joking.
Time to go outside,
Shut
boys.
stupid.
Oh, don't be mean to him.
Don't talk to your kids like
What
that,
is wrong with
Brian.
you?
Shit.
Okay, but like I said, the guy he's been over a bunch of countries and all that kind of stuff, and he's especially been disturbing a lot in the European, and you know, and I agree with him. The United States is really so far behind in carp angling and just all the commercial stuff they have in there, and the years and years and years experience they have, you know, in that country. And here, the United States, their number one sport fish is bass. You see what I'm saying? And,
All that's changing, though.
yeah, it is.
It's changing.
It is changing, right? And I think it's really changed in the past 10. It's made a really, I feel like almost a good 360 in the past 10 to 14, 15 years.
I'd say about 10, but we still have a
Yeah.
lot,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
a lot of room to grow.
And I would love to see, you know, distributors, you know, start building their clientele inside the United States where they actually got.
I think that's what Raphael,
Yeah.
like he came over here and capitalized for sure.
Yeah, we're like, I want to see carp products and carp distributors building their stuff here in the United States.
You see, a lot of that stuff, from my understanding, that they have over there,
yeah,
like it's so expensive for us to get here that they just don't do it.
yeah, and it's
Like the
you're right.
shipping is crazy
Yeah.
on a lot of that stuff. And like,
And
I don't
they're
know how true this is, so
Really?
but I heard like that Red Robin stuff that they sell over there,
yeah,
it's illegal for us. They won't let it in the United States for whatever reason.
really. Now
I don't
then,
know. That's just what a few people told me.
Right.
So don't quote me on that, but that's what I heard.
now the boilies. I feel like I'm not saying they're laughing, but I do feel like they're laughing at us. You know how the boilies that we use over here in the United States. Yes, of course, it has a shelf life, but you know,
Most of the boilies come from over there. Besides what people are making here.
their boilies from our stand is like they're made with eggs. You know, I know ours are made, some are made with eggs.
Most of them, 95% of them are made with eggs.
Yeah, but for our stand, like it's the shelf life here doesn't really last that long.
I mean,
I don't-
yeah, I think they
They don't need to do that. They don't need to do that.
they're way more advanced over there in
Oh, yeah, they're
fishing
really-
than we will.
I'm
We're still catching up.
Yeah, and I'm still catching up. I'm personally catching up on it. You know, like you guys just gonna probably blow my mind away on all the stuff you guys actually have. And it's like I would love, and that's why we start Carp Talk and just get the knowledge going, and for us to
We get different people's
Yeah,
different points of
views
you
and all
know,
that kind of
Pale Lake
stuff.
and wild water
yeah.
in general. You know, we have like Steve that's going to be on the show. You know,
Yeah,
He's-
Steve Bridges. I'm excited about him.
Yeah, he's
He
fishes over there in the UK a lot.
Yeah, he's going to be on our show January 17th. So, but
We're gonna do another giveaway real quick. This is gonna be between 0 and 1,000. 0 and 1,000. The winner's gonna get 3 TY Bug pickups. 3 TY Bug pickups, and then we'll do one last one right before the end of the show
okay,
with 1 bag of bait
yeah,
and 2 bottles of flavor. So 3 TY Bug pickups between 0 and 100. You can pick as many numbers as you like. I'm gonna write the number down right now.
now and now. Also, people on YouTube, if you hasn't been a subscriber to our channel, please subscribe. Hit that The bell button and the subscribe button, all those other buttons down there. Hit the like, whatever.
Brian, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to? I mean, I know you got a few sponsors. We
Yeah, you do got some sponsors,
We didn't really
don't
ask
you?
you that at the very beginning, so.
Yeah, man. Tie Bug Pickups.
Yeah.
One of my sponsors. I appreciate all that you've done for me this past season. Big Money Beepers is also a sponsor. Michael Thornburg. I appreciate you and the products that you sent over for me to use. A1 building. They last. They're durable. I love them. I never leave home without them. Wicked Flavors. Ron Matthews. Always puts out good product. It's one that with Ron, I can message him and say, hey, can you make me this blend? I want to try it. I'll have it the next tournament.
Nice.
Or we'll talk about it. He's like, well, I've done that before, and maybe I made it differently. How do you want to make it? Sit and he will talk to me about how to make it. And, I'll have it within a few days. Whether he's got to ship it to me or I meet him on the lake or something. And of course, Team Fish Fighters got to shout them
Heck
out.
yeah.
Yeah, shout out to them guys, man.
Yeah. Hearts and soul.
Appreciate every one of them on the team.
Yeah, I it's been great being on the team for as long as I have. It's a good time. We our chat's constantly going, and
Ideas.
makes it a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Tell them, Brian, speaking
Yeah,
of, we got a couple open spots.
Yeah, we got some open spots. So if you feel like you want to be a part of a team,
Here in Indianapolis.
we have a competition within the team for the entire year.
Big
If
fish.
you practice good carp care, if you
Yeah.
have a love for the sport,
Dwan's on fire already.
The passion,
The passion.
passion, yeah, and
you're willing to
want
help teach.
Teach.
You're willing to teach. That's the big thing. You gotta be willing to teach. There's been times where we've been out fishing and like random people will just come up to you and be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
how do I do this?" You
Or
gotta
I've
be
seen your
willing to show 'em,
videos. I've seen your videos, man. That happened to me in North Carolina. I was at Ward.
It happened to me too.
I was at
It
Ward's
actually
Lake,
happened-
and
It happened to me in the Phoenix airport too.
this white expedition pulls up, and I'm sitting there just they're just sitting there watching me fish or whatever, because what's crazy, I had this exact hoodie on.
Right.
So I'm fishing. Next thing you know, I see this the door opens and it's a fire chief that gets out.
Yeah.
And he's got his full white shirt, gold badge, black pants, got his hat on and everything, and his son was in the passenger seat and got out and came over and was like, man, I watch all your guys' videos. Like, that was really, really cool.
That's cool.
I wonder what his name is.
Yeah.
I forget, because that was
Right.
been 4 years ago, but that was pretty cool for him to come up to me
Right.
and, knowing that I was all the way in North Carolina. That was my first time there, too.
Right. I remember I was in a different state too, and I forget the name of the state, and I was minding my own business, walking down a sidewalk, and I passed this orphanage, and a couple kids came out there with their, I started with tears in their eyes, asking for my autograph. I'm like, oh, you're James Sanders from Team Fish Fighters, and I'm like,
This has
and I'm
got,
like-
and then he's
and
got
I'm
to be
like,
lying.
oh,
He's lying. He's
I-
lying.
guys. No, I can't do. I don't have a pen on me, or I would, or
Oh
what.
my God.
I just gave them like a couple $5 a piece, and just send them on their way.
Yeah, just in
Oh,
case
yeah.
he's seeing them again,
Yeah, so-
and they was catching fish and he wasn't, they would have to let him take a picture with their fish.
I felt bad for them. They had, how little kids got these big old brown eyes going on, or blue eyes. So good.
Yeah, you was probably walking by that
Little
orphanage
stinkers.
like, hey, you want some candy, little
No,
kids? I got some
no.
candy.
No.
Got fishing gear. Congratulations,
You
Big
got
Wing.
fishing gear?
See, he'll do anything for fishing gear. We do have.
Last time I went to Phoenix, I had my Team Fish Fighter hoodie on in the airport, and somebody came up to me and said, "Hey, we love your videos." I'm like, "Oh, cool, man. Appreciate you watching."
Nice. That's all.
And that was basically the interaction, because you're trying to get from one gate to the other and whatnot. But
Yeah.
it was pretty cool that someone even recognized the shirt, let alone who was wearing it. You know what I mean?
But congratulations, real quick.
Okay,
on the 3 tie bug pickups jars. Brad Sturgeon.
Brad Sturgeon.
Oh, happy birthday, Brad. Today's Brad's 33rd birthday.
Well, happy birthday,
happy
Brad.
birthday.
Everybody out there, give him a shout out. Say happy
You guys really
birthday.
can't see it, but there it is on YouTube or whatever. It's 0. I wrote 001. The number is 1. So congratulations, Brad. Get a hold of James Sanders, and he will get them out to you.
Yeah, man, I got a lot of shipping to do.
I spent many a weekend on the banks with Brad.
Oh yeah.
Brad and Brian. Yeah, Brad and Brian. No, yeah.
How old's Brad right now?
Said 33.
Oh, 33? I missed that
Today's his
part.
birthday. Did you hear?
I did hear that part.
You did.
I did hear that.
that.
Yes, I did hear that.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Brad.
Happy birthday, Brad.
You guys don't forget to share this live footage too.
Yeah.
We're gonna turn it back over to the people that's watching. You guys got a couple questions for Brian for us?
Anybody? No. Yes. Gotta give him a second time. Alright.
What's your craziest experience while fishing for carp?
Man, that's a good one. Are we talking like out of the ordinary? Like I mean, I've seen fights while I'm fishing, which is stupid. But
You
like
crossed me.
people literally like trying to throw each other in the water. Well, I mean, he did try. They did.
Yeah.
Let me smell them pickups. It smells like mine.
I've seen, you know, I've seen so much like, you know, fishing out the reservoir. You know, there's some drug activity going on, cops around, checking everything out. You know, looking at us like we were some kind of suspect. You know, but other than that, that's probably about the craziest. I was at Highway one night down there fishing on the asphalt there between the back lake and the dog there at the pipe.
Right.
And I swear to God, this snake was 10 foot long, coming across the top of the water.
Do you like snakes?
He probably, they don't bother me. I used to pick up rattlesnakes when I lived in Arizona. It didn't bother me none.
That's cool.
Chris,
But when they're in the dark and they look that big,
Yeah, it's a
I'm
little
not going to
different.
go in after them.
It's a little different, isn't it?
Chris
I'm not
Hollings.
going to provoke it. I'm just going to let it do its thing. But yeah.
Chris Hollingworth says, besides always going for big fish, what are your goals for the future in fishing?
I want to be able to do it for a long time. You know, of course, I'm on a struggle with catching big fish right now. Like, how was it, 3 years ago, I had 27 over 20. And like, now I'm lucky to get 3 or 4 a year. And I don't know what's
Your
changed.
fishing slowed down though too. You know, when your fishing slows down, you know, obviously your chance of catching a lot bigger fish, you know,
Yeah.
so it slows down too to a minimum.
I want to be, I just want to be able to keep doing it because I love to do it.
Right.
Not because there's money involved.
This
You know,
passion.
none of that stuff.
Even though everybody's crying around you, just a peace and quiet.
Yeah. Yeah, keeping my grandparents' legacy alive, that's always important. Because they were a staple in our community when I was a kid.
Right.
Everybody knew who they were. Everybody knew who Whitey's Bait Shop was. And they knew Grandpa rolled up and got his poles out. He was catching fish, whether anybody else on the lake was. I mean, he literally would just set up and start catching fish.
Nice.
You know, I want to be like that. I want to be, you know, somebody that people can see. If they see me, they can come ask me questions. You know, get advice on how to catch more, or you know, or even just get started.
I can do
You know,
it.
I don't have any type of financial gain. You know what I mean? I don't want to. You're not going to make millions carp fishing. It's just not going to be there like that. But I just want to do it.
What's your, when you get in tournaments or something like that, What's your biggest pet peeve about tournaments?
Oh, people moving.
What do you mean by moving? I think I know what you're talking about, but maybe for the people that don't know.
If Brian's on the fish and somebody can just move in on
Like,
it.
look, I see it all the time. Somebody catching fish. Then somebody will go across from them or go next to them and shut them down. It happens. It's called tailoring. And it drives me nuts.
But try to get as close to your spot as much as possible.
Yeah, because they know there's fish in the area, so they're trying to win money too. I understand that.
Yeah.
Don't screw somebody else over out of money because you want to catch a few fish. If you stay in your spot,
Right.
and you bait your spot, eventually you're going to catch fish.
Right.
Don't take 25 buckets to the lake. Take one bucket, fish out of that bucket, change your pickup. Don't move on top of somebody and throw chow and
Yeah, that's
then
a question.
don't catch anything, then you start throwing hose, you don't catch anything, then you start throwing. That is the worst thing you can do for yourself.
Right. So that's a good question right there, what you just said. Do you think that when you fish at tournaments or just pay like there itself, is it the pickup that catches the fish or is it the bait that catches the fish?
For me, I think it's 60-40. 60% pickup.
The hook, okay.
The hook is what catches the fish, James.
Yes, but okay.
I'm just joking.
You're right. You're right. I'm going to repeat that. Do you think what attracts the carp is it attracts it to your pack bait or whatever you're using, or the pickup?
I think the bait initially attracts the fish to the area to start looking around to see what's there.
Okay.
The pickup is the ultimate thing that they're going to target when they find something that they like.
Yeah.
Now, there are certain circumstances to where, like if I'm fishing with bean meal,
Yeah.
I typically will fish bean meal with a bean. No other pickup, just a wooden bead and like a 3-aught hook. So I can let that bean meal, I can let that bait sit in the same spot for 12 hours if I want to without rebaiting if I don't want to.
Right.
I
know there's
that
something
gonna
there.
be something on that hook for that fish, that one fish that swims by that wants it.
Okay. Now, I want to just throw more questions out there to make people think. Now, your bait is inside the water, inside the lake, on the lake floor and all that stuff. Do you feel like 9 times out of 10 that the flavors is being so watered down that attracts? Do you think that's what the flavor is what attracts the carp, or do you think the water just waters the flavor down so much that the carp is just going for the pickup?
I feel like it's the flavor because the longer that bait sits there, the more that flavor that's going to leak out.
So how long would you
spread around the bottom, or you can come up through the water column?
So if
the fish are higher,
if let's say the top brand, I'm not going to throw no names out there, but let's just say one of the top brands flavor companies. Do you think that they would? How long do you think that flavor will last in the lake before it gets all watered out?
as soon as it hits the water, it's going to start thinning out because that's just that's
right.
science.
Now, how long do you think that'll
be
like
thin now?
10 minutes,
That flavor is going to
15
sit
minutes
there on that bottom until something comes by and starts stirring it up.
Yeah.
If that fish comes in there and flips its tail around and pushes water towards that flavor is going to disperse away from it.
So you don't think the water's already dispersed from that flavor?
Huh?
You don't think that
keychain?
That water's disturbing the flavor already? Dissolving it.
There's current in there,
Yeah.
But I've seen people, they use so much flavor in their bait, as soon as their bait hits the water to make that splash,
Right.
it's whatever color their bait.
9
Usually
times out of 10, purple.
purple.
Purple?
You see purple. There's so much flavor in it. As soon as it hits the water, it's all purple.
Hey,
You know what I
Todd.
mean? And there's certain dyes out there, like, you know, I see it on Big Carp Tackle, where you can add dyes to either boilies or
3D dye.
ground mixes or whatnot
Yeah.
that will, you know, illuminate in the water where it's like a fluorescent green or
Right.
red or something.
Todd
That's
Bright.
what it's designed to do a lot of times. Like if I want, flavor is not going to leak out as much in the cold water.
Right. I can see that.
And so if I want to get some leakage off of my flavor, I'm going to use alcohol.
Yeah.
I use 99 bananas a lot. They have a great flavor. It's alcohol. I can buy the little bottles of shooters and I can pour it in there. That's going to thin that flavor out to where it's going to leak out in the water, even in cold.
Okay.
Wicked has one it's called White Lightning.
Okay.
It's like an alcohol-based flavor.
Yeah.
It's clear, so
Yeah.
you can add it to whatever you want. It's going to thin it some because that's what alcohol does,
Yeah.
and it's going to allow some leakage in the water as the base pile sitting there.
Todd Bright says, what type of pickup you prefer? Kicks, sugar pops, puff, etc.
I prefer just regular kicks. I will use puffs. Like we got the big cottonwood trees here, so when that cottonwood starts to fall, I will start putting puffs on like one rod. It can bring your hook up a little higher because them carp will come up on top of that water and eat that cottonwood. So if I can bring that hook up a little higher, it might be closer to their strike zone. Now, I don't flavor it all the time. I'll fill it plain. But if I'm gonna go like tomorrow, I'm throwing kicks. I'm not gonna throw puffs. If I'm corn fishing, I'm throwing a bead. If I'm fishing with bead meal, I will have at least one rod that's got just a bead on it, and I'll put it on another with a pickup. You know, so I can see if they're hitting the bead more than the pickup, they're further down on the bottom and they're actually on the bait. They're not on pickup. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So they're down there munching on whatever flavor I've got that bean with. They like that flavor, so I may switch another rod over to a bead with just the bean meal.
Right.
Or say I make my bean meal with strawberry, I might start throwing strawberry pickups to see if that has any kind of correlation.
Okay, I got a question from Paul Scott. I know Paul Scott, he's from Illinois.
And he's watching on YouTube also.
Yeah, he's on the YouTube channel. Do the carp get stuck on a type of pack bait in the pay lakes you fish?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Where, if you do not have that type, well, that's how it's spelled. This is where. So where, if you do not have that bait, they will not even feed. Well, I guess that's how it's.
I think they'll switch.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I've been
agree.
where, you know, Tommy knows this, 90% of the people here throw chow all year
Yeah, chow. Yeah, exactly.
I ran out of
the
chow and I
tournaments.
wanted to fish.
If they're tournament
I will
fishing,
still use the same flavor in oats, or I'll make the same flavor, you know, the same flavor I add in my chow. Okay.
So,
I'll make the same flavor in another bait if I want to go that bad. You know what I mean? Because I typically don't like spending $100 and some odd on chow if I don't have to.
so we know like that how Hubbard's is a grape lake. What would you say in the lakes?
Grape Lake.
Grape Lake. Okay. How
All
about
our lakes are grape.
Highway,
Creekside? What would you say Creekside is?
Well, they don't use a whole lot of flavor down there.
Well, they don't.
no.
No, they're like if you
Are you
watch.
allowed to?
If you watch Phil make his chow,
Yeah.
like the recipe
Oh, yeah,
that,
egg
that he
whites.
made, that's how they make it down there. pretty
Egg
much.
whites and all that stuff.
Yeah, egg whites and 3 or 4 caps. A cap of flavor.
Now, why is that different like that down over there than it is over here?
Because they're in my opinion the carp are gonna eat the chow because or the oats, whatever people's feeding them.
Yeah.
but it's that pickup that's inside that ball that's the prize. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
Like,
you would kind of like.
yeah, that's just my opinion.
Yeah,
You know,
I
everybody-
mean,
you know what
I would. You would kind of think it'd be different, especially at Creekside, since Joe Letts owns a couple of bait flavors companies.
Yeah.
You know, you're thinking they'd throw in all kinds of different.
Well, they don't
flavors.
need to. They're. I mean, they're.
I'm just saying.
Think about it.
I'm trying.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Put yourself in the
Right.
guys here. You know,
Yeah.
I know me myself when I go.
I never fished here.
3 pounds of chow, 3 pounds of chow, 2 bags of chow. I'm
Right.
putting 2 full bottles of flavor in there off top before any Mountain Dew. I don't care what I'm drinking. If I'm drinking Dr. Pepper, that's my Whitner. If I'm
You
drinking,
don't throw any kind of lake water in it?
I mean,
Is it like sodas?
I have, but most of the time I
Once it
just,
dries out,
yeah, I just use whatever's close.
So basically, you guys are just using. So okay, so wild water is basically a protein lake, and a pay lake is just basically a junk food lake, right?
but see, here's the difference between Indiana and North Carolina.
Yeah.
Them guys.
North
work together.
Carolina fishermen work together.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know
Well,
what I
do
mean?
they?
I'll tell you, like,
Yeah.
when I went down there for the
Oh,
first
you
time,
got it.
yeah, I went down to Creekside,
Yeah.
and that was when the MCM was down there for the first time for
Right.
the tournaments. You know, Joe was gracious enough to tell me what they were hitting on. 'Cause I
Yeah, he's a
never
good
fished there
guy.
before.
He's a good guy.
I went, I observed, I saw some people using, it was rice, so I saw some people using rice, so I'm like, okay, I brought rice. And the second time I went to Bowling's, never been there before. I wasn't there 10 minutes, and the guy came up, he goes, hey, you've never fished there before, have you? I was like, nope. I said, I'm from Indiana, I'm down here for my birthday, just kind of hanging out. He's like, I'm going to make you some pickups that you're going to need here.
Well, that's nice.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like,
It's the
and even
hot
at awards.
That'd
all
be
the
like
guys down there
that.
will sit there and be like, you know, they're on oats or they're on grits. You know, make sure you have this, make sure you have that.
Do you-
They want
do you got
everybody to
shine?
catch
You're
fish.
gonna
They
need
want
some
everybody
shine.
to have a good time.
Hey, tell him, Brian, you got some shine. You're gonna need some shine for sure.
Moonshine. How many different baits do you make, Brian?
How many different baits?
Yeah, different bait styles do you have in your brain and your mind? Like you
There's a lot in there.
just
Like I don't know, I have at least 10 different ways that I'll make chow.
Yeah.
I've got, you know, 3 or 4 ways I'll make oats. I've got, usually one way I make rice.
okay. There's a question.
Yeah.
Do you think that carps like to seek protein a lot, especially around springtime?
What was the question?
Do carp like to seek out protein, especially
Oh, yeah.
around springtime? And also,
Yeah, in the fall, they're looking for something else in the
yeah.
spring.
Now, how do you feel about? I heard some carp anglers use protein, like like GNC protein shakes or what, powder or something like that. Look for the amino acids.
puts that cloud off in there.
Yeah, amino acids for protein or something. Do you ever use any kind of thing like that?
No, not like, unless the flavor, some of the flavor has
Yeah.
aminos and stuff in it. So I don't want to add any more to it because I don't want to overpower
Right.
one particular side because it may throw the swim off.
Okay, I got you.
But like, from what I've read of it, like cottonseed meal, there's a lot of protein in that. Sometimes I'll throw a handful or 2 of that inside chow or oats.
Yeah, of course, chow's got the protein. That's all a little bit of fish food right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
chow
but I
is
think
full of
I
protein.
think chow don't allow our fish to gain weight.
I agree because they get full.
Yeah.
They
Well,
won't
they're
eat
constantly
for-
pooping. You know what I mean? Like you put them in the sling, they're constantly got chow. It's just running
Yeah.
right through them, so they're not able to bulk up.
Bulk up. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, it's like if you eat a big old thing of biscuits and gravy for breakfast, you're not going to eat
I
lunch.
do
You're
love
going to wait
biscuits and
till
gravy.
dinner when you're more hungry.
Yeah.
And I feel like when a lake's getting pounded full of chow, they're going to sit and eat all that old chow, and they're just not going to eat anything else.
That's why they make boilies to where boilies break down. That way they're kind. That's why.
That's why I wish they would just get rid of chow completely. Like, let me.
Oh, I know you hate
sit
chow.
in the-
It's not that we
use it
hate it.
early
It's just it's so
spring, late fall.
expensive too. You know what I
But
mean?
like during the hot
Oh, that too.
summer,
Do you?
It's $120 a bag.
Cut it off.
How much?
Cut it off.
It's about $120 a bag.
$129 a bag. Jeez.
Yeah, just cut it off.
But the
Yeah,
lakes ain't gonna do that
And I
because they make money off
And I
it.
understand that the lake owners, they make a lot of money on it. And
Yeah.
hey, if I was making that much money on it, I'd sell it to you.
Yeah, but you'd honestly think though they would want to cut it off because, you know what, Brian, you would think they would want to cut it off for the main reason they would sell a lot. I think they would sell more oats and all that shit in there and probably make more money off the oats and everything because it's cheaper and they could sell more of it at a better price.
What a white.
Yeah.
I know it's.
Well, there's a lot of fishermen out there too that don't want to fish with anything other than chow because they have more confidence in chow than they do rice or oats or bean meal or corn. You know, they just want to throw that chow because that's what they're confident with.
So okay, now the chow people talk about all the time for special pay lakes. It's the 200. It's the 200 grade, right?
Yep, 200 Aquamax.
Aquamax, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what's wrong with the 300?
Too big.
Is it too big?
It's bigger and it floats up.
Is it because it floats?
Yeah,
Is
you
that
gotta
it?
put a lot of flavor in to
No.
make it.
Yeah, the 300 for me, like I have to like almost double what I use as a wetter and flavor because it's bigger.
Yeah.
It's not much bigger, but it's bigger.
Yeah, it really is not that much
And, like,
bigger. But
I
it
feel like it
floats.
turns dusty
Yeah.
when
You add flavor and stuff to it.
when you add too much stuff to it. I know the specs for me, like measuring wise for 200, and I've got them down pat to where I don't even need to measure it anymore. I know that if I put this amount of egg white in there and this amount of flavor in there, by the time I get to where I'm fishing, it's gonna be 100% ready to go.
Okay, now think about it this way.
To use it. I may have to put a little lake water in it. It's a little humid, throughout the day to keep it where it's going to pack good.
Yeah.
But with 300, it's like you're constantly adding stuff to it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that mix 2 and 300 together.
Mm-hmm. They'll take a little bit of 300 mix in there because they want that little bit of float up.
Yeah.
Do you guys really think that 300 just actually just floats up automatically like that?
Oh yeah, it does. If it's not made right.
Okay.
But like I said, some people,
Right.
sometimes that will intrigue. It will intrigue the carp. Say if the carpers they're hovering and they're not down there feeding, they could see these little pellets passing them up, like floating to the top, and they're wondering like, where is this coming from?
Right.
So they will go down and they will investigate.
I mean,
sometimes you got to pull them down.
What if you actually probably the best way? This is my opinion. Best way where you could probably save some money if you bought a bag of Aquamax or whatever. Maybe there's 200, and you want to let that last all year round. Why don't you guys just basically take some of that little bit of Aquamax 200, and also maybe throw some some panko and put half and half together.
Some people do, but you'll go through a bag quick.
Yeah, that's why I said throw some panko in it.
And
then
you'll go through a bag of chow.
the flavor that you have with it. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's all that is that's basically your food and protein all together.
Yeah.
And you got that combination for that panko, and now you're doubling the lifespan for that Aquamax that you're using.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And
in the cold water, I will use panko.
Panko will break down no matter
for
what.
2 reasons.
Yeah.
It'll help break it down faster.
Right.
And it'll give it that brighter color. The light will kind of stick out in between, and they'll start picking out pieces. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So definitely something to think about. Because I agree with you guys. That Aquamax is getting way too expensive. Mm-hmm. And what's going to happen once it gets to like 150 a bag? You guys will still buy it?
People will still buy it.
Yeah.
It will still get sold.
And then, okay, how about this? If once they start getting to 200 a bag, I mean, you're not gonna get your money back on it.
Yeah, you will.
Well, you probably will.
No, you will. You're just gonna have to. They're just gonna charge how they ask for it.
There's alternatives out there. You find it in North Carolina. It's called Ziegler.
Yeah.
It's almost the same thing, but it's way cheaper. A lot of people use that.
What's it called?
Ziegler.
Ziegler? I never heard it. That's made by this. It's not made by the same company, is it?
No.
Okay.
I'm not sure who makes it because every time I've gotten it, it's been in like this really big plain brown bag.
Yep.
Okay.
They sold at Ward's. I think they sold at Pops. You may be able. I think the Bass Shack carries it.
And how much is it?
Yeah.
That say a 50-pound bag of that between Aquamax.
I've never seen a 50-pound bag. I'm sure they sell them.
Yeah. Huh.
So it's hard to tell.
I bought a 50-pound bag. It was like $62.
Here next week it might be 50.
Oh, no kidding.
We were talking about they're probably down south. Corey Hill says hunting buff hunt next week. Don't forget, got the big tournament at Hubbard's in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, there will be firewood, there will be chow, there will be corn. It'll be a good tournament. You know, I'm gonna be there, win, lose, or draw.
You gonna be at the? You doing that?
I will.
Yeah.
I will be in Gatlinburg with my wife.
Oh, there you go.
That day.
You know, I'm on this Friday. I'm on vacation for almost 2 weeks.
Well, what are you gonna do, James?
I don't know.
Whatever Tia tells me to do.
Yeah, whatever Tia tells him to do.
Yeah. She got that. Yeah, she's got that little bulwark thing. And
What up, Joe Lutz?
what's up, Joe?
Joe Lutz is watching.
And then yes, I mean, yeah, I'm not going back to. I'm coming back. I'm back to work on January 2nd.
You'll go back when Tia says
Next
you
year.
can go back.
No. I wear the pants
Tia
in this
said,
family.
Yeah,
I'm like,
Yeah, when you're
she's-
out in public at home, you know, you walk around and play a thong.
No.
He probably got
No.
a thong on, probably got one of them balls in his mouth Tia makes him wear
When she,
so he can't talk.
Hey, Tommy, I bet he's got one of those
no,
Christmas Story bunny jumpers he's got to wear on Christmas Eve too.
Probably.
no, it's
Tia let us know. She's watching.
it's yellow. No,
He said it's yellow.
no.
Yellow, and it doesn't
That's
have
James.
to
So
be
what do you think? What do you think Jimmy Sneed's outfit is?
Oh my God, unicorn.
Yeah, he's got a
He's
unicorn.
got the
Probably.
unicorn
At least.
outfit.
For sure, he's definitely got the unicorn outfit on.
Yeah. You go, Jimmy. You get that unicorn.
He takes his unicorn blanket
Yeah,
on his trips with him too.
he's very proud of that color.
Yeah.
Into that one. Yeah. Right.
Well, Brian, is there anybody else you want to give a shout out to? Man, we're getting close to the end of the show.
It is.
No, man, I just, thanks to all my sponsors.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this, the 2024 season. I can't wait to see, it's going to be cool. I'll have all my sponsors at the Carp Expo. So
Yeah,
I'll
Carp
hang
Expo.
out with everybody and
That'd be awesome, man.
talk and, and help sell some product and give some testimonial stuff to people that are interested. And
I am going to try to have a podcast table there. I'm going to interview all these.
I think we'll be live the whole time.
We have.
I think we'll be live
Yeah.
on Facebook and we should be live on Facebook and YouTube,
YouTube.
during the whole tournament. Or
During the whole event.
the whole event tournament.
And then I do want interview a lot of these distributors, these vendors. And
Yeah, I'm glad, man,
and
because
a lot of my heroes. And oh man, it's like, oh my God, it's him. Can I shake your
I hope to
hand?
see. I hope to
Can I
see.
kiss your feet? Is that okay?
Oh,
Shoe shine.
stop it, James! Now,
No,
people, look,
no.
2 people just said now they're not coming.
Oh my God! Thanks a lot.
Now it's a
I'll
good.
be
It's,
excited too, like once the Carp Expo is over, then I get to go out to Arizona
Oh,
meet my new grandbaby.
oh yeah!
Yeah.
Congratulations on that. That's awesome.
Yeah, that'll be grandbaby number 3.
Was that a boy? Both of them boys?
Yeah, she's having another boy.
Oh wow!
So
Nice.
me and the wife are heading out there, and
I know definitely one thing about you. You're definitely a family man. You do care about.
oh yeah,
You care about your family.
yeah. If anybody out there follows me on Facebook,
Yeah.
they know it's Papal and Riley Day. Every
Yeah,
Tuesday.
I see that all the time. Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It is cool.
Every
It's
Tuesday.
great. It's great.
I'm ready to get some deals on some flavors. That's what I'm ready for, the Carp
Yes.
Expo.
Carp.
Because I ain't been able to go,
I want
obviously
some
I'm
chili.
sponsored by R&W, but I ain't been able to get to to get down there because, having the baby, ain't been able to travel and stuff, so
Yeah.
it's going to give me a good chance to catch up and get some flavors too,
Right.
especially for this year coming up.
Who do you like to see there at the expo, Brian? That's
People that are coming,
or yeah, who would you like to see that's not coming, that you don't know that's not coming yet?
I mean, I would like to see Big Carp Tackle come.
Yeah.
And that's.
Are they moving to Texas?
You what?
So are they moving to Texas?
I thought they did.
Or
in the process of.
Yeah, I think they're moving their whole shop from Oklahoma to Texas.
Shout out to our main sponsor, just showed up in the house. Big
Mike
beeper. Hey,
Dog.
you're always late, brother, but you're
Late.
always here. You show up. That's the big thing.
Late.
So
Other
late
than that, I
for
think with everybody that we have that's already coming, I think it's going to be a great show.
Oh, it is.
Oh yeah.
I definitely like to see Raphael
It's gonna
come
be a good
though.
turnout. It's a bigger
Carpenter.com.
building.
That's what I want to
We'll
see
have
come.
a better PA system.
Oh
A lot
yeah.
of cool things that are going to happen that people don't know about that we've been working on behind the scenes. So
Yes.
it's going to be a lot of fun.
I like
Even if you don't come and spend any money, you just come and hang out.
Yep.
You know,
Eat some
talk
free
and-
chili.
one thing I really do
Yeah,
want, and this is what I really want. I want the whole entire team fish fighters, get together and have a team. Have a team photo. That's what I really
Yeah.
want.
Team photo will be at 2:00.
2:00.
At 2 p.m.
2. Aren't you leaving?
All right.
Huh?
Aren't you leaving?
Yeah, I'm leaving from
Yeah, you're-
10:30 until 2.
Yeah, you're going.
Going to the Mike Ebb show.
Yeah, you're lying. This after.
Nah, I am going to the Mike Ebb show.
Yeah,
This
but
later on that
it's
night.
later on that day. So, and and also, guys, carp anglers, that we are going to have a table there, a couple tables there for swap and for sale stuff, for individual stuff. No vendors. Vendors cannot.
You got some old gear you want to get rid of. or
Yeah,
something
some old
like
gear
that.
or what.
That's a tradition that we carry on for
Yeah.
Jim.
Yeah.
Jim always had a table or two that he donated to people want to come and sell a few
Trade
items,
or for sale.
either
Yeah.
trade or for sale.
Yeah. So if you got some old rods and anything related
Yeah,
to carp fishing.
That's what we need to have come, Jim.
Oh, speaking of Jim,
Jimmy, if you're listening, you come this year. We want to see you.
I tried. He is going to be there. Jim is
Okay,
going.
good.
He is. I done talked to him. I forgot to tell you this.
You forgot.
I forgot to tell you
That's
this.
crazy.
I talked to him like probably about 4 days ago.
4 days,
4
James. You've been holding
days
this
ago. I
hostage
did.
for me in 4 days.
You'll get over it.
Oh, man. Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to get a hold of your
And
boss.
I was trying to get him onto a podcast.
Yeah.
He does not want to be on his podcast. He didn't.
He turns you down.
He turned me down. I'm like, Jim. He goes, I said, is this, he goes, James, I don't know really too much about carp fishing.
But I don't think it would be
That's what I was
just.
telling him.
We wouldn't just. I wouldn't talk to him just about carp fishing. Like
I would
talk to him from like
I always wanted to talk to him.
how he got into it.
Yeah, exactly.
How long his dad had it.
Well, how the European stuff? What made you start the use your carpers tournament trail? That's
Yeah.
all kind of stuff I want to talk.
What made you start buying?
What are you
Peter
doing
Bates?
now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he kindly, he says, James, I will do anything for you, but I won't do that. That's how he said it. Exactly. That's
Amy's
quote.
hair song.
That's quote. Yeah.
But though it's pretty cool that he he has stopped
But
by in the years past.
he will. But he said he will be at the Carp Expo.
Yeah.
So that's good to see that.
Yeah, for sure. Because I'm sure
Yeah.
everybody likes to see him.
So, but
Hey, one more quick
yeah.
thing too. I want to shout out to all of our subscribers and people who watch our videos.
Thank you, please.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys.
You know, it keeps us going and doing things, and You know, it's cool to be able to pull up our videos and see that, you know, 11,000 people have watched it, you know, or,
Yeah.
you know, made a bunch of comments and stuff. So keep watching, keep asking for videos.
Yeah.
You know, if there's something that you want to see,
There you go.
hit us up on the Facebook, send us a message.
Preach it.
We'll work it in.
Preach it, brother.
So definitely keep it up on that.
Yep. So, all right. Is that it?
Yep.
All right. Well.
All right, y'all.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Brian. Thank you for coming.
We'll talk to you soon, brother. Appreciate you
Bye,
being
brother.
on.
Yeah, man. Everybody have a good Christmas, a safe holiday. All right, we'll see you all.
All right, thanks, Brian.
Thank you.
Hey, Red.
All right. Brian Hauser, guys.
Brian
Yeah.
Hauser. Yeah, it was pretty wild.
So, all right.
Always use good carp care.
It was good carp.
Shout out to all the bait shops.
Shout out to bait shops.
Adams Outdoors, Indie
Adams
Bait and
Outdoors.
Tackle, Naptown Bait and Tackle,
That's
the Barber Shop.
Yeah.
Don't
your-
forget to subscribe.
Your local bait shops that sells carp stuff.
Don't forget to have your wife fix some chili for the chili meat for the cook-off.
Or some of that pre-order t-shirts.
Yep.
Be there.
We appreciate everybody. Yeah, I'm glad that's over with too.
Yeah.
But we appreciate
That was
everybody.
exhausting. That was exhausting.
Oh, okay, so the Adamar dude and the Pennington guy, they live together. So
Okay, cool.
so we shipped this one and that one together.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, we
right,
appreciate
we're
you
out here,
guys. We'll see you guys next
Later.
time.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
appreciate you guys.